part number 1 of a Halloween tour. So this, completely by mistake, I've just come out of the shop to see what was in there. This is what we're going to be looking for. So we are going to go through the Enchanted Forest. That'll probably, I'll try to work it out, that'll probably be on part 3, depending on how long it takes to get there. Mainland is in a completely separate series, so I will pass that, but we won't be looking through it. And we have quite a bit to hunt down and look for. So we've got the big pumpkin heads just there, which I've got a better view and look at my first pin and all the faces. I was about to say I'll have that in there, but I think they just finished their photo opportunity. So that is those faces. There we go, got them in. And all the bigger bits are exactly the same. So I'm going to say this in every single part, including the Grand series as well. This is not a full tour as such. It is going to be a full tour, but it's for all the Halloween bits and pieces. So if you wonder why I'm not stopping off at certain bits, the reason is that we want to try and hunt down these bits and see how it compares to the Legoland 4-parter. So this is going to be in 4 parts, the Legoland's going to be in 4 parts, and then you guys can let me know what part you actually prefer. Because if I'm waffling already, it's because I've had hardly any sleep and I came back from Legoland early doors Monday morning, and today is Tuesday, so very late. Really wanted to compare all the different bits and pieces. So we have by the Hulkbuster, all the actual pumpkins. I've noticed that the pumpkins carved as well, so we'll be hunting them down, and as we go around we'll have to see what we can find in regards to actually the other models. But I have, on a panic mode to try and pull out. It's in a pocket, hence why the camera's facing forward and talking. They gave us a They gave us a little handbook. So in this handbook we have all sorts of different bits and pieces. So we've got bits to colour, and what we are going to be after, here we go, that's it, not looking at the ground anymore, this map. So there's I'm trying to go somewhere I can actually probably put the map down. I'll do it down here. So there's some more pumpkins down there with the wheels. That must be the old ones from the tram. So we have got to look for all of this. So that says Spooky Pumpkin Heads and Character Spot, so that is at the top. Creepy Crypt is number 2. Then we've got Lego and Duplo Pumpkin Patch. Character Spot and Costume Competition. I am not in a costume, but my face is ready to take part. And then we have all the different bits and pieces, so let's have a look, let's see what there is. So like I said, it'll be 4 parts, so basically I'm going to try and divide that map up into 4, and it's going to be uploaded on, shall I say, 2 different playlists. So this is going to be in its own Windsor playlist, so if you just want to watch all the Windsor stuff back to back, stick on this playlist if you've clicked on that one. If not, I am doing a Halloween, Lego in Halloween, or Halloween in Lego playlist. I think it's going to be Halloween in Lego is what I'm going to call it. So it'll be a Halloween in Lego playlist, and I'm going to alternate the uploads of part number 1 of Windsor to Legoland, and just compare what you guys think of the actual parks, so you can sort of see them side by side as such. So ideally, if the playlists are working properly, that if you're watching it through the comparison playlist, is that the next video that will follow this will be part number 1 of Legoland. So that is the long-winded way of me trying to say that hopefully the videos are just going to alternate from Legoland to Windsor. That would have been much easier. Why don't I just say that and then go from there? Down that side where all the steps and slides are, they have got just some pumpkins and bits and pieces on the floor, because I've just walked up from filming the Minilands. Now basically walk down this way, or the steps, you have the minifigs and more stored just down to the left, and then you go into the Miniland. That's basically all I've seen. I've not seen anything else to the park, so I will be exploring and hunting this down with you. The Miniland videos, that was a tough go in that, to try and find all the creepy creatures that are in there, but I think we did it. We got 100% and managed to I managed to get them all in the end. But let me know in the comments if and what you prefer and how they've done stuff. Now they have got different attractions here compared to Billund, unless it's the same thing, it just wasn't open. They've got these, depending if there's more than one character reaches down to the left hand side, I think you get given bags and things. You did at the one in Billund, which, if depending on how you're watching it and what order, blah 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 blah, you'll see what I'm going on about. But there is, I think this will be number 2 on the map just here. There is a guy basically jumping out at people and sort of spooking them a little bit, dressed up as a vampire. And he's down in there where it says "Rest in Pieces," and then we've just got a couple of pumpkins just down and around. We've got the hay bales. There's no pumpkins carved on that one. There was some in the Midlands, so we will put them down. So what do you think so far? What's first impressions compared? Don't know what that is. Get it off. What's your first impressions to start this video compared to the one in Billund and vice versa, depending on how you're watching them? Let me know. Let me know what you think. I have said this a couple of times, Billund is not open for Christmas, whereas Windsor already have their November and December artwork up just on that sign saying book now for the Legoland at Christmas. So it'll be a quick turnaround for them. And there is somebody in that rest Lego pieces. He's just in there, so I think he goes boo when people get close, because I think he's just sat in a chair looking out. So I am not going to get close to him. He's come out and he's ready. It's pretty cool. He's got the artwork on the side, and then it's just by the massive T-Rex. So, it hasn't got any artwork on that side. It's got a ghost on the other side of the building. So that is that setup for that. So it's just down by the minifigs and the walls. So, are we saying that is number 2? I think that is number 2, and we're about to go into number 3, where you can build your Lego and Duplo pumpkin patch. So that must be inside here, as it says, come inside to build Lego Duplo pumpkins. There we go. So, first 3 parts already in part number 1. This has the massive get in. Let's have a look at this pumpkin patch. So you just unleash it. But there we go. So some Lego built stuff, which is always nice to see. So I think they are making you work for it in Windsor compared to Billund, but that's a nice thing that I haven't seen yet in anything so far. That's my first holding that I've seen, and I'm really looking forward to getting to the Enchanted Forest as well, because hopefully it'll have loads of stuff. But this is your Duplo bits to make your pumpkins up, and then you've got the Lego build as well, so it's a nice little area to build bits up with. And again, they've got all the artwork and flags and stuff up on the back, and just thrown some bricks in. When it was here, it was a good while ago, because I haven't been here for a couple of months. They didn't actually have any bricks in, so the ride is currently unavailable because the park actually is really quiet, so it's good for me. It's not bad. So apologies for the voiceover. What I was about to say is that it's really good for me that the certain parts of the park is really quiet, so I can get a load of filming done. The actual Lego house was absolutely rammed on the Sunday when I went up there, so I think either the kids haven't yet broken up for half term, or a lot of families have gone away elsewhere, which you can't blame them for, because it has been another rough year for quite a few people. So then I went on to say something like, this is the Ben & Jerry's new bit that had opened up for the start of the season. Then there's an educational bit just to the right. But what do we think of the park comparisons? What do we think of the Halloween layouts between both parks? Please let me know in the comments below between obviously the Windsor and the Billund playlist. And I do apologise about the sound noise and the crackling bits and pieces with regards to that microphone and how strong the sound is from the front. I was testing out a new microphone and it didn't quite go to plan, so I have done my best to try and rectify as much as possible of the audio because you couldn't actually hear me to start with. So it's been a bit emotional, but it's all good fun. And then I went on to say that this is the Miniland, and you can find this in multiple playlists. I've already filmed it first thing this morning, which I'm glad I did, because it was basically empty, and it's just starting to pick up. Right, really empty now. There's actually a few more people in there than I went, so I timed that well, I think. I spent the morning doing that, and that is the scale. And they were really difficult to find, so if you have no idea what I'm talking about, there is a Legoland mini game for trying to find a pumpkin patch, which was a nightmare to find, and then it just had loads and loads of individual figures dotted about, ghosts, vampires and things, and we're playing a little game as I was walking around of what can you spot, could you find them, and just basically having a little bit of fun with it. But they definitely made you look, and what was quite nice was I found some new bits and pieces that I'd never seen before, and it looked like we've been there a while. Right, so that is the only thing of Miniland that you're going to see within this. So if you want to hunt the Miniland playlist down, then come back to that, because I've got the appetite wet. Go for it, give it a go. There are multiple ways of finding those videos, so hunt them down all the playlists. And it's not something that I've started to say it a little bit more, but if you guys are enjoying it and you want to subscribe, obviously please feel free, because it will be absolutely ideal, and then you can spread the word that this is available. So the plan for next year is Billund, Germany, UK, Dubai and America. That's the 5 parks that I want to try and attack. And it's, if you've hunted down the Billund stuff already, it's not just the Billund Legoland. You've got the Legoland house, and then you've got all the hotels and accommodations and bits and pieces that are close to it. Whereas obviously within Windsor it's a little bit different, because I haven't yet stayed at the hotels. I have in the past, but you have to drive everywhere here, whereas it's a bit different. So this is still shut. Was this open over the summer season? Anybody that came in the summer, please let me know. If not, this is all definitely going to be torn out and redone, because I was coming up when the park first sort of opened, and I didn't come over the summer holidays, even though the videos were still uploading from Windsor. But that looks like that's going to be a no-go now. They've not added in any models with the mole Lego just there. So we're going to go into the Duplo Valley, and I think what we'll do is we'll get the Duplo Valley bit done, see what we can hunt down in Duplo Valley, and then we'll also hunt down and stop probably by the driving school, and then we will do the sort of bottom horseshoe from the haunted house onwards, and then finish at Mythica, and then Mythica up to the Ninjago area will be another bit, and then I think the Enchanted Forest might be another bit as well. Or part 4 might just be absolutely massive. It might just be a half-hour one, because I'm trying to work out if they're going to be equal length videos, but we will see. But we've got some funny jokes in this book, which I will probably read out in part number 2, because I'm trying very professionally not trying to stop. This is the quietest I have ever seen Duplo Valley. Good grief. Wow, there's no queue for this Duplo coaster at all. That's incredible. Last time I came, if you remember, it was rammed, and I had to keep the camera on me because I was scared of bumping into everybody. But number 4 looks like it's over in the Friends section, so hopefully they've got stuff themed about, and they've got the old pumpkin dotted about, because it'd be quite nice if they did have that. I would imagine, I'd like to think that they've changed Fairy Tale Brook. I would like to think they've changed Fairy Tale Brook, so we will. The Duplo Airport's the same. Yeah, Duplo Airport's the same. So we'll have a look at Fairy Tale Brook. Now, one thing I didn't mention at the start of the video was the Duplo Valley artwork has they've added in all of the bits. So nothing so far. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's this way. Let's have a look. Because on the rides in Billund, they've actually added in like different theming for the queues and things like that. But there's nobody on these. Nobody's on these boats, so I might, as a makeshift thing, I might jump on and film the queue lines. I've not managed to do this, and get on it and see if they've added in anything. If not, at least it'll be some new models for you to see. Because this queue, I've never, not yet this year, been able to film the queue line or anything for this one. So we've got all the different names and the little there's plenty of games for little ones to play with. And you've got create a character. Cinderella up there with the shoes. So we've got Cinderella, Hansel and Gretel, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The first one was Sleeping Beauty, and we're up to Aladdin now. Yeah, something slightly different. I thought they would have done Goldilocks and the Three Bears with the bear stuff. You've got to create a character, and then it goes. I'm going to jump straight to the queue now. You've got Little Red Riding Hood, and you've got Noughts and Crosses. So hopefully I'll be able to film on. Let's have a look. Can I film? Can I? Yeah, film it. Hold it. Thank you. I thought I'd always ask just in case. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so how many?
Just me.
Just you?
I know.
Ah, there we go then, number 18.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. It's always a bit weird. How many are you? Yeah, it's just me. So hopefully the boats are spread out, so I'll be able to talk over the ride, because I don't want to ruin their ride in front. Yes. Okay, right. This is where I do drop the camera in. So they have a ride similar to this in Billund, but it's 7 minutes long. So I loaded it as a separate video. I think this is only a quick short loop round. But yeah, I want you to, in the comments below, let me know what you can find, because I'm pretty sure. Books and things that we came up with at the start are the rides in here, but I'll let you guys soak it in.
Cinderella, you will go to the ball.
It's Little Red Riding Hood. Are you there, Grandma? Please open the door. Grandma, open the door. It's Little Red Riding Hood.
Please stay seated until a cast member asks you to leave.
Is that fun there?
Yeah, it's good.
Good, yeah.
I haven't been on this for ages. I've just come from the Legoland in Billund.
Oh, really?
And they've got like a 7-8 minute version of this.
Really?
But it's all pirate. What do you think of it?
Yeah? Oh my goodness, there we go then.
Well, there we go. A nice little surprise. Staff members are nice and friendly, which is good. So I'm assuming everything in this queue line is in the ride. So what I will do is, I think that ride's a little bit longer.
Try to get another one.
That's not me. I will upload that as a separate video as well. So we are nearly at the end of this first part. So we didn't see much of the Halloween side of stuff, but yeah, Jupiter Valley is empty, and even the coffee club. I know I said at the start this isn't what this was for, but if you're comparing the two, you can understand why I said it can't be. There's so much. There's nobody in there. That's completely empty. But that's your fairy tale book with your books and stuff at the start. Then it's just right. coming in and wrapping it around the Farmer Joe's chicken and theatre. So, where do we end part number 1? That's the question. I think what we'll do, we'll end it here, I think. Ideal. Yeah, even this is really quiet, so let's hope part number 2 there's some more pumpkins and stuff that we can hunt down. There is actually pumpkins dotted around the track in there. So what I will do, guys, is I will end part number 1 here and we'll get straight into part number 2. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that tour, and you guys take care and hope to catch the next one. Ta-da!